Good morning, welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Jenna Martin and this is a little day in the life as a YWAMer in Byron Bay, Australia, working for a non-for-profit. If you don't know what a YWAM is, I'm just on a walk and it's pretty cold today. The wind chill is about 7 degrees and I think it's 13 now, so it's not too bad. But yeah, just taking a little sunrise walk right now. Of my morning routine. So often I get up between 5 and 6, usually 5:30, but I've been going to some workout classes recently and I've been getting up at 5. And then today I actually had one scheduled, but it was so early and it's very cold today and I was like, I'm gonna stay home. I'm not normally like that, but yeah. And then I take some time in the morning. I make a coffee. I love making a mocha pot in the mornings and having a bit of frothed milk in it, and then from there I have some quiet time with the Lord and take some time just reading scripture and praying. And then often I will get out and move if I'm not going to the gym or doing a workout or a run. I'll just do a walk, yeah, and just enjoy the morning. I love mornings. So just to quickly explain as well, I said I'm a YWAMer just a little bit ago, and what a YWAMer is it stands for Youth with a Mission. So it's a not-for-profit Christian organization that has international schools that happen every year. We have multiple semesters. So I'm a staff on that, and I work full-time in the kitchen, which I love, and I love to cook for other people, and I love getting to meet other people from around the world. So that's a little glimpse of what I do and what that is. So I'm gonna call my mom and enjoy looking at the ocean. I just need to go to the church at some point to put the pan and chai stuff there, and then, yeah, and then I have my appointment with the naturopath at 2. I'm gonna need to get chai spices for pan and chai on the way there. Alright, I'm in my room, and this is where I always end up eating brekkie. I also look so cold because it is very cold. But this is breakfast this morning. Some berries, some protein powder, chia seeds, oatmeal, hemp seeds, some ground flaxseed, and some protein peanut butter. But I'm going to, this is where I always sit and I eat this and just kind of chill. Okay, so on the agenda this morning is cleaning the house. So I'm gonna clean the upstairs. I live in a house right now. Right now there's 10 of us living here. It gets pretty messy and it's very cold, very, very cold because there's no insulation or heating in Australia. So when it's cold, it's very cold. So I'm just in a sweatshirt, some pants, and my boots because it's just what you need. Today is not my normal, so usually when a school is running, I'm at the church where we have lectures and I'm doing grocery orders, putting groceries away. I help cook. I am a base staff right now, and our base, we have not many base staff at the moment, especially because there's staff overseas with the DTS. So what I do every day differs. It's definitely not like this every day, but this is just one little day. Different seasons of, some seasons are more busy, some seasons are more quiet. It gives me a chance to have differences throughout my day, and sometimes things get thrown on you really last minute that you don't know about. So there's like pros and cons, because you just don't always know what you're gonna end up doing. It's also kind of fun that way, you know? So I just organized my room a little bit, and there's my massive tripod. But I just switched some things around. I have a record player that me and my boyfriend have. Put that there for my car. Have my guitar out. I put a new pillowcase on there. I did the mirror here. Wiped these things. This needs to go back to the church for a meal because it wasn't used, and these need to go to the boys' house for their brekkie. So I always mark things when I do that. And then I just cleaned my little coffee station, the kitchen, wiped everything down, and then obviously there's the trash that I need to do something with. But this is my own fridge that I've been using and often share with someone, but right now it's just me. We have a staff fridge, student fridge, and then this is all student stuff here. That's staff, and that's me. So, and I need to dry all these dishes. But yeah, just our little house. This house is gonna be missed so much. This has been my home since my DTS, and now the landlords have decided to tear it down, which is really sad. So it'll be very different going to a new place. We're hoping to have a permanent home by this fall, but that's not completely confirmed. There's a lot of things in the works with it, and we're moving forward. It's definitely a really quiet season. Just thinking about, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm the only person in the house right now. And this last like 4 months, I was living with 11 of the DTS girls plus 3 other staff girls in this house. A very small house to have that many people, but we made it work. So it's really refreshing to have silence, which is crazy. So I'm gonna finish up some of the work that I want to do, and you'll probably see me at lunch.
So
So here I went to the church to do some work. I first went to the boys' house to drop off their brekkie, and then I unloaded pan and chai stuff at the church before I organized the kitchen a bit where we have lectures, and then I headed home for lunch. I'm home now and I'm gonna make lunch. So I said this morning how I've started eating 30 grams of protein. So that's been really good. I've been really liking canned tuna and like rice crackers and avocado and some other things. But I also know that canned tuna is not the best for you because of all the mercury that's in it, but I really like it. But I'm out of it. I'm gonna have 3 eggs this afternoon, and then I'll saute some veggies on the side, and I'm just really enjoying crackers. I really like the crunch. So, and then I'll have some avocado, and I have this really good guac and avo seasoning, and I like scoop it with the cracker, and it's really, really good. So I just chopped my veggies and it wasn't recording, but that's okay. And so then I have this Celtic sea salt that a friend left here and I love it, so I put it on everything. This is the guac and avo seasoning, that's so good. And then I put that on it, and then I'll scramble the eggs in a bowl and put nutritional yeast in it, which makes it really, really good. Okay, I'm on a little bit of a walk. I had a little bit of mango and kefir, and I had a little hot chocolate, and took a walk listening to the Handlebar podcast. They're really, really good. And then in just like 15 minutes, I have an appointment with a naturopath to figure out some health issues that I've been having that I need to have addressed. Alright, I'm gonna update you guys from down here because if you don't know, Australia has cameras, speed cameras, and phone cameras, and seatbelt cameras, and they see all. And so I'm on the way to Pan and Chai, and I just wanted to give you a little update on the naturopath call that I had. It went super well, and it was super helpful. We chatted about everything from my exercise to my diet to my digestive system to my poos to immune system, different things like that. And so she looked at and like liver stuff, and so she asked me a bunch of questions. It was just really I've done a lot of research, and so the reason why I want to have a naturopath appointment is because I've lost my period, and I lost my period when I was training for a half marathon, and I also was in one of the most stressful periods of my life because I took on cooking for kitchen for full time, and I didn't know, like, I didn't have anyone training me up for it, and I ended up like just becoming so stressed, like being in tears, and like just my like constant up and down, and also living in like a share house with so many other people. There's just a lot of, my body was under a lot of stress, plus like training like that. I've always been athletic, and I've always wanted to feel like I'm training like an athlete, and so I was really regimented about like doing my runs, and then I know I overtrained, and like I've dealt with a lot of like lack of sleep, and I also like have had really bad gas and just different things. And so we chatted about all those different aspects, and it brought a lot of light knowing that like I'm just recently like learning about 30 grams of protein per meal, and especially where I'm at without a period, shooting for 40 to 50 grams of protein per meal, plus like getting a lot of the essential fats that I need, like fatty acids. And once I drove into Byron, I went to a bulk food store to pick up the chai spices that we hand out for the free pancakes and chai in the park in Byron. So here I am just scooping out some of those powders. I ended up needing to park a bit far, but then I can show you guys the beach because it's so pretty this evening. Okay, so they're cleaning up over there, and now I am headed home because a lot of people can help clean up, and but yeah, so I'm gonna walk back to my car. But it was a really good night. I am back home. The DBS are cleaning up the pan and chai, and I am gonna make dinner. So tonight I'm just having leftovers because I actually don't have anything cooked. I have one last meal. So I've been having roasted sweet potato and roasted like baked potato and some broccoli and salmon, but I have leftover on Tuesday night. I make a community dinner for our base and 4 people, and I made a Caribbean jerk chicken. So I have that, and there's some like broccoli and some pineapple salsa. So I had a few pancakes, so I'm not very hungry, but I will warm it up and then eat that, and then that'll more or less be my night. If you stayed for this long, thank you so much for watching this little vlog of a day in my life as a YWAMer when I had a lot less to do, but maybe I'll show you a few clips of what I end up doing for the rest of the evening. But it's almost 7, and more or less I'm gonna eat dinner, probably have a tea, just relax. I also have a book that I'm reading as well. I have my little it's a like oil diffuser on. I'll probably do like a stretch and just wind down for the night. But thank you for coming along with me on this day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.